Hi, I'm Rebecca Miller. I am a reading intervention specialist in the Education Studio here at the Richland Library. I would like to start by thanking you for taking the time to explore our blog and learn more about structured literacy. In this video, we will discuss how to put sounds together to build a word. You will be introduced to our letter sound card pack. These card packs are available upon request by reaching out to the Education Studio at readingspecialist@richlandlibrary.com. Whether you're an educator, caregiver, or a community volunteer, we hope to arm you with simple and effective tools that will help build confident readers in our community. Not only is this card pack free and yours to keep, we've created several activities that use this one tool. Explore our blog to learn more. Now, let's practice putting sounds together in order to read a word. In this video, I will model for you how to put sounds together to build a word. Students who can recognize their letters and letter sounds are ready to begin blending. Blending is when a student can take each individual sound, put them together, and build a word. Blending is crucial for early readers. This gives them a strategy to tackle unknown words rather than relying on memorizing lengthy word lists. Let's prepare our materials to start this activity. First, you will need our letter sound card pack. Don't worry if you do not have immediate access to this card pack. You can create your own by writing the letter sounds on individual note cards or Post-its. Next, the instructor needs to consider the words that they will be using to blend. Keep these two things in mind. First, only introduce sounds that your student already knows. Next, consider choosing sounds that your student may read later in the lesson. For example, my student is reading from the decodable reader Max. Max and other decodable readers are available for checkout at all Richland locations. When planning my word list, I opened to the front cover of this decodable, and I noticed what sounds would be introduced in this book. I made sure to build words with the same sounds. That way, my student could practice blending before they read the words in text. Here is how a student would practice blending based off the decodable reader Max. At, mat. At, fat. At, sat. At, cat. At, bat. Here are a few things you may notice about how we run this drill. First, I am using a blending board. This is not required when running the drill at home. You can simply place your cards on the table. Next, I only introduced one word at a time. We do not want to overwhelm our students with too many words on the table. I like to leave a little bit of space in between each card. This will help the student to fully isolate each sound before blending it together to read a word. Finally, it is important that your student use their fingers and tap underneath the letter while saying the sound that letter makes. Then they can go back through and read the word in entirety. Now that my student has practiced blending these words in isolation, they are ready to start reading them in our decodable reader. Here are some helpful hints when you practice this drill with your student. Helpful hint number 1, start small. Only give your student a few words in their word list. We do not want to overwhelm them. We recommend that you start with only one middle vowel sound at a time. Slowly, you can add in more vowel sounds as your student masters blending. For some students, you may need to practice blending the same words across several lessons. That's okay. It will help build reading fluency. Helpful hint number 2. Remind your student to tap it out. If your student happens to make a mistake, this will let the instructor know exactly where the miscue happened. That way they can fix it immediately. It also helps reinforce that each individual symbol has its own corresponding sound. Helpful hint number 3. Match your sounds to what your student already knows. You should make sure that your student are reading sounds and blending sounds that they've already practiced before. You can learn about how to introduce these sounds to your student by reviewing videos on our blog from the sections How Do I Start and How Do I Write the Sounds That I Know. There you have it. With a little bit of planning and a little bit of practice, you are helping your student learn how to read words. Now they're ready to tackle decodable books. Join me in the next video as we discuss how to pick the best book for your student.